Hey everyone. So I hope everybody's good today. So yeah, we've been, like I said earlier, in the last couple of times, I've been trying to figure out which would be a good night to do the non-mediumship stuff. So Sunday feels like a good night to me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because you're throwing the kids in bed to go to school tomorrow and wishing to know when they're going to be actually leaving the house. Hi, everyone. I already said hi, everyone. So, just let you know, in my wisdom of pain, hooking up the host today, I tripped over a rock and landed back on my elbow again. So my left side is pain again. I just got rid of it. I'm wondering perhaps my spirit guide wants me to keep it. Oh, anyway, that's me. That's my issues. So tonight is just going to be quick reads. So stay on as long as I can. You know, Tracy, that's what my wife said, but in a much more sarcastic way. Okay, so for those who don't know me, I'm a psychic medium. And I like to do these free reads. I've been doing it for 30 years, but I like doing these free reads just to help people and meet new people and just have fun. Again, these reads are only like 5-minute reads, so if there's anything you need more complex than that, you'll have to book a full read. Check out our website, whisperingsouls.ca, and you'll see the list of all the stuff we do. You know, we do everything from $25 all the way to $85. So one for each one who can fit into that category. Hi, Jim. Okay, Jim, we're not doing the mediumship stuff today. That mediumship is Wednesdays. Tonight is just going to be reads. Quick reads. Mainly because on Wednesday I spent all my time on mediumship, and now I'm going to spend my time on just quick reads. So now we can go start up and get my mouse on the right screen. Oh, don't you hate it when that happens? Okay. And steel. Every time I take a deep breath, boy, oh boy. It's going to be interesting sleep tonight. General read. No. So kind of the cards I'm seeing here is, they're all good cards, but there's a point here in the middle over the next 6 months that you're going to have to make a major decision. It's going to have to be done by logic. And there's kind of feeling that might be towards either work, or if you don't work, it may have to be a major decision about people around you or your house. I just feel in the next 6 months there's a major decision coming up. So, just be logical about it and use your creativity to solve it, and it's not going to be a major issue, and it'll probably work out the best for you. The other two cards on this side, we have, new addition to the family. Somebody might get pregnant. Somebody may, throw a new grandchild at you. Not literally, of course. I've wanted to, but not literally. But also point of planning for your future, which is part of the major decision. So over the next 6 months, you're going to be on a fairly good path, but you're going to have to make a major decision, and you're just going to have to take a walk. So you're just going to be very logical about this decision. And after that, though, everything's good. Hope that helps. I guess I should change that, where it says Whispering Souls Medium. I think each night I should just change them to tell people what I'm doing. Okay, so let's keep going down here. Oh, surging. So, the cards are kind of indicating there's a lot of excitement coming your way. It's just an indication that it's time for you to move forward and just do the things you want to do with a smile. We also have, a new life, or perhaps somebody having a child come into your life. Could also be an animal, but there's something new for you to love. And on the other side, we have the Knight of Shining Armor, which is somebody that's going to support you or be part of your life. So these cards are indicating, these two, right, at least anyways, there's something for you to love over the next 6 months. The other two are basically, don't procrastinate. Just go ahead and do things that you've always wanted to do. Don't wait on other people. Because, time goes fast, and you don't want to sit there and suddenly look at the clock and say, I don't have any more time to do what I've always wanted to do. But, spiritually, you're also going to be opened up as well. So expect the next 6 months over the summer to be very happy time. When they say happy, of course, there's always negativities. I mean, there's no way in the world we can have a 6-month period without a negativity. It's part of life. But the majority of it will be happy. I hope that helps. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, who's next? Okay, so Chris Sobe. Okay, so again, for you, there's the Let's Move card, but right beside it, a change in living environment. So this is a change in living environment, which means that where you're living may change. You may decide to move. You may decide to kick somebody out, or hope that your kids will move out. In this society, that's not going to help. And don't worry, I'm not that type of person to kick out my kids. I just like to poke fun at them. And the other cards that follow it too are, new starts and seek your guidance to move forward with your abilities and whatnot. But it's like, the next 3 months, things to me are going to be like shifted like 90 degrees. I don't know why I keep saying like. I hate saying like. I'm going to try and change it. It's going to be changed 90 degrees. Going to be new perspectives. And it's not that it's going to be anything bad. It's just going to look at it and say, this is a new perspective, and it's a perspective I like. And it's a perspective I can work on. I'm just kind of, taking away stuff that is very negative towards you. Anyway, that may not be very, it might be a little cryptic, but that's all I have. Sorry. Bye. I'd love a read, please. Yes, or my. When you're young and you fall like that, it's just like you bounce right up and just kind of brush yourself off and keep going. In my age, just kind of fall and just kind of sit there in order to lie there and just think, is everything still okay? It's like testing everything in your body, say, yeah, that still works, that still works. And then, 3 minutes later, you decide to get up. Oh. Okay, so Donna Hopkins. Sorry, Donna Hopkins. So around the next 3 months, I feel that you're going to be having to spend a bit more money on stuff that's around you. You're going to also be spending a bit more time taking care of somebody that's a bit older, which typically means somebody is more likely going to need some help, or you may need to visit them a bit more. It's kind of just either people getting older or something having an injury. They're just going to need some help from you. On the other side, it also says don't give away money to people because it's just going to, in the end, going to hurt you. We also have time to move forward. I'm getting a lot of these cards now, and especially during the summer, because time to move on means to get out of the house and do the things you want to do and not be in the house. It's harder to do that in the springtime or in the winter time. So I get more of these let's go cards now, and they're just saying, don't procrastinate. Go out and do the things you can while you can. Because, once the winter comes again, you may be still stuck in your house. Anyway, so that's all I have for you. I hope it makes sense. Okay, so. Like I said, Jim, we're not doing those mediumships today. We're doing just reads. Mediumship is on Wednesday. Okay, let's just skip down there. Thanks, Philly, for letting people know. Okay, yeah. Okay, so over the summer, I'm seeing you achieving milestones that you are wanting to achieve. It's kind of a feeling that Maybe you want to, achieve something in your career or something marriage-wise or whatnot. But I see you kind of at a point, kind of look in the mirror and smiling and said, you know what, I am where I've always wanted to be, and spending a lot of time getting there. There's also, spending a lot of time, or rewarding yourself for uh, the time of removing negativity and embracing what you can get from life instead of what you can get negative from life. So these cards are saying that this is just a wonderful part of your life, and I think you're going to have a good summer. Again, just stay out of the house, as much as possible. Nature is much more alive in the summer, and pay attention to the voices in your head. Not the literally ones, just the information being sent to you. I have to be careful on how I say things. Telling people, listen to the voices in your head. People think that they're schizophrenic or something. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, Alicia Blackburn Arm. I think this summer I'm just feeling a lot of spiritual energy around you. So there's going to be a lot of movement spiritually, or kind of learning new things or being open to new things. It's kind of like waking up in the morning and saying, now I can do that, and not realizing you can do it before, but also you can because somebody's woken you up and said, hey, you can do this. But so I feel a lot of it is nature, and a lot of it is spiritually being open to more adventures type of stuff, and allowing your spirit guide to guide you in different directions. There's also a family celebration coming up for you. So family getting together for an event, which is either be, wedding, new kid, new dog, new cat. So this adventure is coming up with the family celebration. It's just time for family to get together and celebrate somebody's success, somebody's moving forward. It's always good for family together to celebrate something until somebody gets drunk and falls into the pool. But yeah, you could have fun with that too. Anyway, that's all I have for you. Hopefully it makes some form of sense. Okay. Patricia Young. It's an interesting picture. So your feeling over the next 3 to 4 months is that you're going to either be drawn into a relationship issue, or if you have a relationship, there may be a drawn into some form of negativity from your partner. I don't see it as a breakup, like go away type of issue. I think it's more of a coming to a consensus of where it's going. Yeah, it's just kind of a thing, I think we all go through that with relationships or other people's relationships. If we have siblings that are going through arguments and we try to get involved, and then you're the one who's at fault and all that kind of stuff. So you're just going to be pulled in this kind of a situation. Again, we also have on this side, make sure you don't give money to other people, as well as card that basically says that a commitment is headed your way, or perhaps committing to a commitment. I said the word twice. Anyway, there's something coming up for you in those times when it's coming to a commitment. So anyway, so that's all I have for you. Take care. Okay, Jessica Watson. Okay. Yeah, so one of the things I'm seeing here is just time to be very logical in where you're headed. Just kind of feeling that this is more of, it is more of where you want to head in life and whatnot, but it's also seemingly a sense of people not respecting you, or perhaps not getting feedback for what you're doing. So yeah, one of the things is, go out, connect to nature, sit there and ask your questions, and they're going to be, given back to you. However, in the middle, you also have finding yourself, go out and doing events, doing, finding things you can do without family members, without people that around you. Just start, sit there and take a course or something that's just by yourself. And what you're going to find is that through doing this, then you're not going to be influenced by the people around you, and then you're going to be able to make, the choices you want to. So yeah, it's a time for, let's just say, personal isolation, maybe personal quietness, and just keep people away that may influence you. However, there's a family celebration coming up as well, so yeah, so that's kind of the message to you from your spirit guide. Just kind of find the time to go out and be just you, and not being the person behind other people, as in being behind your husband and kids and whatnot. Anyway, so that's all I have for you. Okay. Oh, Lori. You want to know about our friend? Okay. Okay, so the cards are saying, not giving me a date or anything, but there's definitely the death card sitting there. So she's in palliative care. Obviously, she's going to pass away. Although she has a major miracle, but most people in palliative care are on their way, unless I have a different form. Palliative, yeah. I just want to let you know that I know I'm not supposed to do mediumship tonight, but I'm getting a message basically saying that the angels are coming, not the angels, but her family members that are passed are coming to see that person, kind of surround them. But it's also a celebration time for her. I keep saying her, and I don't know. I see it as a female spirit, but and happiness at the same time. So anyway, yeah. So spend whatever time you have left, and celebrate our life. Anyway, that's all I have for you. So where are we at? Actually, Don Broker, I really don't know. You see, that's 15, that's 21. 3. So 3 is the joining of people to finish a project or create a project. But I've never seen 6 9. 6 9 6. Sorry, no, doesn't come to me. Anyway. Okay, Terralina, we're not doing a mediumship tonight. Joanne Matthews. Will we sell the house this year? Well, the first card that comes up is this card, which is a success card, which is kind of like the joining of two to commit a project or finish a project. So it's a card basically saying that, yes, you will sell the house. The only thing I'm kind of hearing from it is that there might be maybe don't like this, but kind of some agreement needed on the house, or perhaps a drop in the price that you may have to talk about. But yes, you'll sell the house. Teresa Sege. Do you see me moving soon? Let me do it. I don't know why I'm doing it that way. Sorry. And the answer is yes, you will achieve what you want to achieve in that move. So yeah, you will achieve it. And perhaps the move may be also about work or dealing with family or whatnot, but yes, you will move this year. It doesn't give me a time frame, but the cards are usually between 3 to 6 months. So So, blue moon. I don't know, the necessities of getting a realtor or not. I mean, realtors have a lot more connections and people that might be interested. But the cards it says is that so you will sell your house. Your house will sell. And it looks like it's going to be fairly quick because everything here is positive. So as you put the house for sale, then it will be a sale that's going to be a comfortable time before you actually sell it. Yeah. So just the realtors thing, that's not up to me to decide. That's up to you guys to decide. All I see is it being sold. How it is, that's your decisions. Anyway, that's all I have for you. Tracy. Well, the card's kind of indication over the next 2 years, which there's going to be ups and downs for you. But one of the things I see here is like a loss of a friend over the next 2 years. As much you probably don't want to hear that. It's a loss of a friend that's going to kind of perhaps you don't want. But over the next 2 years, there's going to be a lot of family celebrations as well. So this is what I mean. It's going to be a bit up and down because you may have, the loss of a friend, but you'll have a lot of family celebrations, which is typical in the life. So the question that you asked is it going to be better? The answer is yes. Is it going to be nice? Well, you have the death in there. Around the death, everything's going to be okay. Okay, so moving on. So, will my son get over his struggles? And the answer is yes. He will get over his struggles. There seems to be there's somebody that's causing a lot of these troubles as well. I don't know if this is a relationship, but it's almost somebody that is holding him back. So it may be a focus on something that he needs to lose focus on. But the question is, will he get past his struggles? The answer to this one here is yes. So he'll find support from family or whatnot, but he will find that he'll move past with his struggles. Like I said, just needs to figure out what's holding him back. Blue moon, no, because there's a lot of other people that want answers or ask for. So only do it one at a time. Melissa, should I go on my trip on June 7th? Well, the answer is yes, you should go on it. And one of the reasons why you probably go on is because you're going to get, not sure if they call it an adventure or, new ideas. When we go to different places, we always see something we don't normally see. And it allows us to see, hey, this might be a good idea where I live, or this might be a good idea for this, or this might be a good idea for work. This trip is something that's going to kind of open up eyes for you. And I think it's an important trip for you to go on just for that basis. The only thing I'm hearing, though, is this trip, keep your emotions down. So if you do, get emotional, take the break, go, take a break, 5 minutes. Don't believe you're correct. Make the logical thinking of whether I'm correct or not. But yeah, there's something coming for you in this trip that I think is going to be very good for you. Okay. Just a card? Only one card? Okay. What is going to happen in court? I'm not sure if I can tell you specifically what's going to happen in court. But the one thing I'm seeing is that there's going to be a lot of maybe, I'm not sure if it's negativity or a lot of worries in court. Because, this one card is basically saying, don't expect like the huge things, but there's going to be a lot of worry. So the next card comes up and says that, use your intelligence to get around issues, and then you'll find a way to succeed. So, in other words, don't freak out. But if you lose logic, then you'll get to it. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm in a lot of pain, so I'm just going to cut it out for tonight. And I'm thinking maybe keeping this on Sundays. If you guys think it's not a good night, let me know. If it is, that's the night I feel is the feeling that it's right for people. So anyway, thank you all for coming, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Take care. Bye.